Hey there, guys. Your meteorologist Robert Speta here, discussing Tropical Storm Saola. Where is this storm going? Because, at least for today, it's continuing to intensify just towards the east of the Philippines. Not all that beautiful. Really, the best outflow is just along the southern periphery of it. The center circulation almost exposed, but it's kind of hiding under that blanket of cumulonimbus clouds there, just south of 15 degrees north. You're going to see on the enhanced infrared just where the clouds are really bumbling up. But there is that inflow coming in, and the big thing, this is moving into a very similar area where LAN intensified rapidly just a few days ago. So the dynamics are there in the forecast. The big question is, for our friends in Okinawa, and specifically, I know a lot of you are out there at the military bases there in Okinawa, including Kadena, and it's pronounced Kadena in Japanese. I know a lot of you correct me on that, but the local dialect is Kadena, I understand. Right now, JDWC kind of pulls it about 72 nautical miles towards the southeast of that island. Although, they've been pulling it more and more west each warning. Some of the models actually pull it even west of Okinawa, while a couple others keep it towards the east. To be honest, the trend is definitely pulling it more towards the island. Actually, this is a 0Z run from the GFS. Now that's 0Z. 18Z actually kind of weakened the storm system and pulled it towards the east, but 0Z is jumping right back on board. Even our ECMWF also wants this storm to become dangerously close to Okinawa, actually passing directly over the island here on Friday. In this case, we can be looking at typhoon strength winds out there as we go ahead throughout the day. Even the HWRF, now this is a high resolution model, and as far as guidance is concerned, this is a pretty good one. Actually puts it just towards the south of Okinawa. Now, for those of you who are new at looking at tropical systems, this would put the island in the right front of the storm if this specific model guidance worked out. It's a few days out, of course, could waver. That's why we have a cone of air. But this is actually showing winds, well, definitely up to 80 to 90 knots. That's enough to really cause some damage. Now, the good news, Okinawa is built for a typhoon. We've had winds much higher than that. Actually, the max wind in this one is 120 knots, what it's showing right here. We've had winds much higher than that. The big thing is, if you do, this situation does occur, you definitely want to stay indoors, hunker down, stay safe, pick up any light items around your yards. Maybe even park your car on the north end of buildings because the winds would be coming in from the south in this specific situation. We've seen cars fly. I'm not saying that will occur, but these are some things you want to think about as we look ahead in the extended forecast. And with models leaning more west, I feel like you probably should be taking that threat more and more seriously as our storm develops. But according to JTWC and JMA, now remember those are the official forecasting agencies, they still keep it towards the east, but they have been ever so working more and more west. JMA keeping it just off the east coast of Okinawa. Now, even this close, you would still be looking at tropical storm strength winds. I think a little bit even more than LAN. I know LAN in Okinawa was kind of a dud. This one very well could be making up for that dud. And definitely, I think you don't want to think the last storm missed, and this one will probably miss too. Because whenever you get into that type of attitude, well, then that's when people really get hurt and injured, and that's when things go wrong. Now, do note, though, we do have that front kind of pulling in from the west, a little upper level trough, and that should kick our storm towards the east. Models have been really retrograding that trough and really keeping it slower than what we have been seeing previous days out now. And what that means is our storm should be going further north. Now, if that does pick up its pace, it might venture a little bit east. This is the big problem with tropical forecasting. But we're within 4 days now there, I do think Okinawa, you're going to be seeing something. Tropical storm strength, or maybe even a full-on typhoon, but one or the other is very likely out across that area. So I'm going to try my best to keep you guys posted. Do check out westernpacificweather.com, though. Jonathan's been great. He's been posting updates there as well. Also, next week I'm getting my microphone back and all my equipment, so maybe I can make these updates a little more professional. I know the audio is a little bit weak on this. If you do want to tune in, check out WHEC.com. I'm back in the US, but I'm trying to make updates that are useful for everybody and kind of informative as well. Right now, I know that for those of you out here in Japan, you really want to keep a keen eye on this. Central Japan, this is going to be a big rainmaker, just like LAN. Over 30 inches of rainfall in Wakayama Prefecture actually came out of that storm. Incredible stuff. Right now, though, I'm going to keep you guys posted on this and how it develops over the coming days. Stay safe out there.